Dreaming of owning a property in a prime location with great proximity and fantastic neighborhood? EJ Investments Sanyang Seaview Estate is the best choice you have been waiting for. Our Sanyang Seaview Estate is approximately 15 minutes drive away from the busy hub of Brusubi roundabout and into the heart of nature, where you can have a peaceful and relaxed lifestyle with your family. You can buy a finished 4-bedroom story with 5-year flexible payment plan or a service plot with 2-year payment plan option. With over 300 homes, you will enjoy big tar roads with covered drainage, modern electrification with solar street lights, gated entrance with security post, and a breath-catching experience of our beautiful sea view and lake view. You can own a home today at our Sanyang Seaview Estate. Call us today on 446-4838 or 325-9220. Visit our website on ejinvestments.net. EJ Investments, first in property.
Our very best guest this morning is Gambians in the Diaspora, led by Madam Hadi Low and her colleagues. Invited guests present here, the print and electronic media present here, GRTS, and all other protocols duly and respectively observed. Today, we are here this morning, yet again to witness another donation items from our Gambians in the Diaspora Club, who has this mind and thought to come and give us a helping hand in complementing the government of the day's efforts. We thank you very much. The donation items are huge in number and are of high qualities. And these are blankets, and these blankets are of European standard, if I may say, very good for the cold weather. And we have toothbrushes, toothpaste, lip balms, and we have pants. All these materials are of high quality. Really, this is very commendable from our colleagues in the diaspora, because this will take us a long way, and it will also add value to our efforts in providing better for this department to raise to its higher heights. As we are custodians, every time we solicit support, because the government alone cannot do it. So being the case, we need the support of all to realize our aims and objectives as an institution. So without much ado, I would like to hand over the mic to the head of the Gambian Diaspora Club, Madam Hadi Low, to give her speech. I thank you for your attention. Madam Hadi Low.
Thank you. When I came here this morning, I thought we were just coming for a visit. Didn't prepare for a speech, but I speak from my heart. I greet you all. To the Solicitor General, Mr. Marina, thank you for coming out. I know it was a short notice, but you still make it here. It means a lot. Director of Prisons, Ansumana Mane, thank you. Principal Assistant Secretary from the Ministry of Interior, Mr. Manding Sedikan, we thank you. All media houses, thank you for coming out in such a short notice. Highly welcome. My dear fellow Diaspora Club family members, I thank you for waking up so early to come out here. I know it wasn't easy. I know how it feels. It was a tough time for me to wake up myself. The purpose of our visit here this morning, the Diaspora Club, let me first introduce ourselves. We're a group of Gambians in the diaspora from Europe to North America. Coming together as one, we unite, party for a purpose, to help in rebuilding of our nation, the Gambia, our homeland. We all know that there was an impasse that passed through, and the Gambia needs help. We are in a new Gambia, and for the Gambia, our homeland, we decided to do something that has never been done. Form a group to unite together, but most importantly, to help rebuild our country. We are looking into areas that we think needs development the most. We started off at with the healthcare, the children's ward, which is now named after the Diaspora Club. Did an amazing work there, but decided not to stop. The prison system is also part of the healthcare system, I believe. And due to that, humanity is very important, and no one should be left behind. We shouldn't exclude or forget those that are in prison. To help rebuild a nation, the prison system shouldn't be forgotten too. I believe that if we help rehabilitate and make them understand that they are human beings as well and should be treated equally, that when they come out, they probably would have better aims and ambitions, knowing that they belong. Sometimes people just get lost in the system. It's not that they are bad people, but it's due to circumstances. I would not make this long. I would love for us to have a partnership that is so strong that we would be able to do more. And I urge all Gambians to come out, businesses, government corporations, and work with the Diaspora Club, help out in the rebuilding of our nation, because it is every citizen's duty to do something for their own country. Living in a society without doing something, or at least trying, is what I call a failure. But trying, I never consider that a failure. And the Diaspora Club is here with ambitions, with determination and dedication to do more. Having said that, I would like to thank our committee members who work day in, day out to make this a success. Our main group too, the Diaspora Club, for always being there and supporting to make a difference. I thank you all, and for the Gambia, our homeland, hopefully we would do greater and better things with their support and the support of the Gambian people. Thank you.
When we say Gambians in the Diaspora Club, it's within the America and all over the world where Gambians are found. All are part of this club, and all has the same aim and objective: to give a helping hand to the government of the day to realize its objectives and goals, which is very important. As she said in her statement, it's an obligation for each and every Gambian in the diaspora to play part, to contribute to the efforts of the government of the day. We thank you very much. And now I will have the singular honor and privilege to invite the Solicitor General and the Legal Secretary, Ministry of Justice, who is the representative of the Minister of Justice, to give his statement.
Director General of the Gambia Prison Service, the representative of the Minister of Interior, the distinguished members of the Diaspora Club, members of the general public here present, the media. I greet you all this morning on behalf of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Mr. Tambedu, who would have very much liked to be with us this morning, but due to state commitments have not been able to make it. And so I represent him on this occasion. I'll begin by saying a very big thank you to members of the Diaspora Club for this noble gesture. I mean, for those of us who are Muslims, we've been told that the Prophet of Islam did say that the best form of giving is where the right hand doesn't know the left hand is given. But I think equally good enough way of giving is where you're giving to somebody who doesn't even know you. I think you're giving these materials to people who do not even know you or who you do not even know. I think that's the height of nobility. That's the height of benevolence. And on behalf of the Ministry of Justice, on behalf of the Gambia government, we thank you for that very benevolent gesture. Of course, you are all here on vacation after a very tiring year working in your respective jurisdictions. And to remember to be charitable whilst on vacation is just noble. And we cannot thank you enough. Of course, the prison service is not under the Ministry of Justice. I mean, the prison service is under the Ministry of the Interior. But since the dawn of the new dispensation, the Ministry of Justice has taken a particular interest in the conditions at the prisons, because at the end of the day, we consider the conditions at the prisons as a human rights issue. We consider the conditions in the prisons as a human dignity issue. And of course, the Ministry of Justice is at the forefront of the restoration of human rights and human dignity in all spheres of Gambian life, not forgetting, I mean, the prisons. And that is the reason why, I mean, the minister insisted that we are part of this handing over, I mean, the ceremony to express our gratitude and to also, I mean, inform the members of the Diaspora Club that, you know, we expect such partnerships to be long-lasting partnerships, not one-off partnerships. And in fact, I would propose that the Diaspora Club, just like it has done with the Ministry of Health and the hospitals, also adopt one of the, you know, I mean, one of the departments at the prisons, whether it's the remand wing or the female wing or one of the maniacs, as their own, I mean, baby, basically, to help in some of the things that the prisons would need. We all know that there are competing priorities, very, very important priorities that the government is engaged in right now, which are all capital intensive. I mean, the Constitutional Review Commission is a capital intensive project. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission, which we all, I mean, saw the beginning of yesterday, is a capital intensive project. The Criminal Justice Reform Project is capital intensive. And we need people to be able to complement the efforts of government. And I think this is a step in the right direction, because at the end of the day, I mean, the contribution of the diaspora to Gambia's development cannot be even overstated, because Gambia is one of the first 5 countries in the world where we have the highest number of university-educated Gambians outside of their countries. I mean, per capita, we are part of the first 5, with the most number of university-educated nationals living outside. That's the cream of any society. That's the cream of any country. And therefore, we cannot talk about the development of the Gambia without the contribution of Gambians in the diaspora. And we cannot just stop at saying it by word of mouth. We have to practicalize that reality. how do we practicalize that reality? It's not just a recognition on the side of the government, but I think it's also a recognition on the part of the diaspora that they are actually part of this development paradigm and they have to be part of it. And of course, I mean, we know, I mean, the value that charities in the Western world contribute towards social life in the West. And in the same way, I mean, I think charities both inside and in the diaspora, inside the Gambia and in the diaspora, should be able to do a lot in terms of building up the social life, in terms of social protection in this country. I mean, I think the environment is right. I mean, I think the political will is there. I mean, to be able to open up the space for civil society, for charitable organizations to be able to do their part, because it is an indisputable fact that the government cannot do it alone. In fact, I mean, if any government says it can do it alone, that's the highest fallacy that can be said by any government. And therefore, I mean, I think, I mean, this is the start of a partnership, which I hope is going to be a very durable one, which I hope will be formalized, which I also hope, I mean, will result in the diaspora taking ownership in one area of the prison and making it their own. Of course, these items that are to be donated here may appear very basic for some of us who are living outside, but these are lifesavers. I mean, for people behind those walls out there. I mean, these are things that, I mean $1 million is worth more than what we may think. I mean, they're very valuable. I mean, for somebody who is used to, I mean, brushing his teeth every day and suddenly finds himself behind bars where no toothpaste is available. I mean, the inconvenience that can cause, the psychological trauma that simple thing can cause to that person is unimaginable. And therefore, I mean, let us not look at these things as small items, but these are big items. I mean, these are items that are not worth. These are items that are not just worth the dollars or the dollars that they were bought for, but they have a big contribution towards the psychological well-being of people out there who may not even have relatives to do it for them. And so, I mean, I need not say more, really. I mean, again, I want to reiterate the appreciation and the gratitude of the Ministry of Justice and the government at large, I mean, for this wonderful gesture. And we hope that next year by this time, we would have been doing so under the auspices of a more formal, I mean, memorandum of understanding between the prisons and the members of the Diaspora Club. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Solicitor General and Legal Secretary, for that wonderful message. I now have the singular honor and privilege to invite the representative from the Ministry of Interior, Mr. Sedi, who is representing the minister, to give his speech.
In the first place, I would say that obviously this information came to me as a surprise, sort of. It was just this morning, about 30 minutes ago, about an hour ago, that I was informed that I need to represent the Honorable Minister in this function here. Solicitor General and Legal Secretary, Mr. Chorno Marena, the Director General, Gambia Prison, Mr. Ansumana Mane, the President of the Association of Diaspora Club, Mr. Hadi Law, and the other members present, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed my greatest honor and privilege to attend such an important presentation of items to the Gambia prison. On behalf of the Honorable Minister, who should have been here with us to grace this occasion, but due to the nature of the job and also some official engagement, he could not have been here, and therefore asked me to represent him. The Permanent Secretary and the entire staff of the ministry are thanking the donors for this benevolent gesture. This donation could not have come a better time than now, Of course, other speakers have said the purpose of this gift and the reason why these gifts have been put together and brought to the prison of the Gambia. The diasporians who have put themselves together, organized themselves together, and mobilized resources and buy such an important, valuable items for their people in the Gambia, because the prisoners who are here are our own people, to better their life. So obviously it is a very good gesture that actually we all thank you for. This item, I believe, would go a long way in improving the life of the inmates, especially in the form of good hygiene and good health. Obviously, the material that you have said here, toothbrush, provide good health. The blankets also provide good health. Like we are in the cold season. Just imagine somebody lying in a room that does not have any heater in such a cold season without a blanket. What do you think will happen? Obviously, the person will either may have pneumonia or other associated sickness to cold. So obviously, this is a very important donation that actually the prison today is receiving. I would assure you that these items would be put into good use. In this veneration, I would like to call on other charitable organizations to emulate organizations like your organization, to also come to the aid of Gambians, come to the aid of prison and other needed institutions like the hospital and other places. So on that note, I thank you all for your attention on behalf of the Ministry.
For that wise words, these are our parent body at the ministry, who are also day in and day out trying to come to our aid to give us the necessary support as a ministry. So I thank you all. I thank you very much, Mr. Sedi, for that wonderful words. I now have the singular honor and privilege to invite our Director General of Prisons to deliver his vote of thanks. This is it.
Solicitor General and Legal Secretary, Mr. Chora Marena, representative of the Ministry of Interior, Principal Assistant Secretary, Mandin Sedikan, the people of the Gambians in the diaspora, through their leadership, Mrs. Hadi Low. Well, first of all, we bestow our appreciation to the Almighty God, who does all things and pass it through man for directing the team to these prisons. The prisons is not the only place where the Gambians in the diaspora can take their gift, but God's will they choose here. Secondly, to the Gambians at the diaspora, words alone cannot express our heartfelt gratitude. Your act of benevolence shows the depth of your concern to your fellow Gambians, most especially the less privileged, especially those behind bars. All humans are potential inmates, or are potentials. Therefore, leading a hand to the prison is worth thinking. Your contribution might be seen small, but I assure you that you are great, and God would reward you abundantly. I would also seize this opportunity to assure the President, because during our interaction in the office here, she has highlighted an issue which is, I think, it might be a concern to any donor, especially those who supposed to be the recipient of the gift if they are not present in the venue. Due to circumstances, I assure you that this item would definitely rig them. We are in the New Gambia. We've been receiving donations here, especially from another group in the Diaspora. They have also contributed a gift like this, but definitely yours is enormous. And definitely I assure you that definitely it will rig, especially the female. You mentioned that you are a feminist, and you really, your concern is about a female. I also assure you that definitely I'm not a female, I'm not a woman, but definitely women, I prioritize them on top of my agenda. And definitely, though you were surprised to know that the number presently incarcerated at the female wing doesn't exceed your expectation. But nonetheless, these items will be judiciously distributed between the females, and also to those who are not privileged to be having their visitors from outside. On that note, I really thank you very much for your kind gesture.
Thank you very much, Director General of Prisons, for that short and precise statement. I now have the singular honor and privilege to invite the donors and the invited guests, the DG and the management staff, to witness the to have a showcase at the donation items, after which a group photo will follow up. Thank you all.
Dreaming of owning a property in a prime location with great proximity and fantastic neighborhood? EJ Investments Sanyang Seaview Estate is the best choice you have been waiting for. Our Sanyang Seaview Estate is approximately 15 minutes drive away from the busy hub of Brusubi roundabout and into the heart of nature, where you can have a peaceful and relaxed lifestyle with your family. You can buy a finished 4-bedroom story with 5-year flexible payment plan, or a service plot with 2-year payment plan option. With over 300 homes, you will enjoy big tar roads with covered drainage, modern electrification with solar street lights, gated entrance with security post, and a breath-catching experience of our beautiful sea view and lake view. You can own a home today at our Sanyang Seaview Estate. Call us today on 446-4838 or 325-9220. Visit our website on ejinvestments.net. EJ Investments, first in property.